Hi, everyone. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different in this reading, and I just want to look at this person's thoughts and feelings about you. So I don't know whose person is going to be coming through here. I'm going to leave it open-ended and shuffle the cards, and if this message is for you, you will know that it's for you. I got the word violet. It could be the color or a name. I also am getting the hostilities card. So there's someone in a state of conflict. Is this conflict internal or external? Happy family. Conflict with a life that they've created that appears to be really happy on the surface, but where deep down they're feeling very conflicted. So I get the sense of someone trying to live some sort of lie or present something on the surface that's very different. I got the name George for someone very different than who they are beneath the surface. I'm also seeing a giraffe for someone as well, and door to romance in the upright position. What else can I channel here? Journey reversed. This is someone who feels like they've reached some kind of dead end. Maybe they feel like they're in a dead end job or marriage or life situation, and they're wanting to open some kind of new door in their life. But I'm hearing that they're feeling their way in the dark, almost like they're not able to find the door that they're trying to open. And so they're presenting on the surface like they're happy or successful or enjoying their life. But deep down, they're feeling very conflicted. They're feeling like how they feel on the inside is completely different from what they are showing on the outside. With the thinking woman and the appreciation card and the yin yang card, wow, this could be a twin flame connection. And with the strategy card in the upright position, I'm hearing that if this is a twin flame, this is a connection where there is a divine plan orchestrating itself behind the scenes that I'm getting both of you may be consciously unaware of, and yet it's somehow playing itself out here. Now, with the thinking woman and appreciation, I'm getting that this is someone who's popped into your mind recently. As you've just been kind of flowing with your life, focusing on yourself, you will most likely be part of a collective of people that is single right now. That's what I'm getting from your energy, that you may be more independent and, again, focused on yourself. But somehow this person keeps popping back into your mind. And I'm also getting that you're seeing signs of them. Butterflies are coming up here. So that could be a specific sign that you're seeing. But I am getting that this is someone that you are seeing signs about, that you are randomly thinking about, and you don't necessarily really know why. With the Sun card reversed, I feel like this is someone from your past, Caring Connections reversed, and the Temple Path reversed. Yeah, this is someone from your past who wasn't willing to rise with you. I'm hearing they weren't willing to go somewhere with you. Maybe this was literal, like you wanted this person to run away with you or move with you or something like that. But this also could be that there was a way that you were growing that they were not willing to follow, that they were not willing to come with you. It's like they couldn't meet you in a higher level of your own growth, or somehow your growth journey personally, your self-love journey pushed you to a point where you had to disconnect from this person. I'm getting there was something imbalanced between the two of you as well. With the Caring Connections card, you felt like you were, I'm hearing, giving to this situation and getting back nothing, or getting back a lot less. And this was someone who was actively disconnecting from their own personal highest timeline, their own personal highest path, with the Temple Path card reversed. And I keep getting something about you trying to push this person back onto their own path. I'm getting the name Paul for someone. It's like you tried to convince this person to align with a higher version of themselves or to make positive changes for themselves. But I'm getting that nothing you said or did seemed to motivate them to make those changes. And ultimately, you had to choose yourself. And I feel like this isn't something you wanted to do. I'm getting that you didn't want to walk away from this person, but at some point you felt as though you had no choice. I'm seeing something about the season of fall, like I'm seeing autumn leaves here. And I also feel like for your part, you have been manifesting a connection that is really open-hearted towards you. With man holding a heart in the upright position, it doesn't have to be a man, but it could be a masculine energy for some of you listening. I got the name Riley and also the name Ryan for someone. I'm getting that you are manifesting a connection that meets you at all levels and layers of yourself, that's very open-hearted towards you. For some of you, maybe you've already met this person, or you've met people that exhibit those heart-open characteristics towards you. And you've seen now the contrast between someone who really has their heart open towards you and treats you like a princess or a queen, treats you in the way that you deserve. You know the difference now between that and someone who is withholding their affection, their attention, their compliments. That's the sense I get from this past person, that they were always just very withholding. Like they almost didn't want you to think too highly of yourself or to get quote unquote too full of yourself by giving you compliments or gifts or taking care of you or showing you affection or being too open. It's almost like they always kept you on your toes. I got the name Kaylee for someone. But what I'm getting is that you now know the difference between that and someone who's being really open with you. You've experienced the difference. And that is part of why you are feeling so repulsed by this person's lack of action, because your heart now knows that there are connections available and accessible to you that really do meet you on all levels and layers. And you know how wonderful that feels. And it's almost like your whole system is adjusting to that higher level of love. But what I see with this person is that they've been on your mind a lot lately, even as you have been repulsed by their inaction and you have moved forward with your own life. I'm getting that they've been coming back up in your mind, and maybe you've been wondering why that has been. And that may be why you manifested this reading, to, in a way, explain why they've been on your mind, even when you felt like you've fully moved forward. So again, this could very well be a twin flame, but I'm hearing delayed growth. So twin flames do mirror each other's growth, but sometimes it can be delayed. So what I'm getting is this person was really dragging their feet on those positive shifts and transformations, but now they are beginning to exhibit those signs of growth. But the thing is, on your end, maybe it's too late, because with man holding a heart, you're already connecting with this balanced, open-hearted, stable energy and presence in your life romantically through either a person you've met, or maybe it's multiple different dating experiences that you've had. You know, you have an awareness that there is so much more available to you romantically than what this person was giving you. And I'm hearing you've seen concrete proof of that in some way. So the question remains, like, is it possible for this person to still re-enter your life? And of course, that's only up to you and your own intuition. Only you can really know the answer to that. But I do want to channel a bit more into what is going on here. There's something about a jacket. Maybe someone left their jacket at someone's place. Can I get any more information? We have the Temperance card in the upright position, the 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who took their sweet time making these positive changes. This feels like it could have been a connection that was going on for a very long time. And I actually feel that even after you disconnected from them and moved forward with your life, there was a period of time after that. I got the month of August for someone, where you gave this person a window of time to change. And I feel like you held space for them. Like maybe you didn't date or move on with anyone else, and you held this space open for them. But now what I'm getting, I heard the word sparks. I don't know if that's romantic sparks or maybe the song Sparks by Coldplay. But what I'm getting is that eventually it became too heavy. Even holding that space for them, being disconnected from them, felt too heavy with the 10 of Wands. And you've been guided to release that weight, to let go of all of that heavy energy. And with the Temperance card, while this person has been taking their sweet time making these changes, it is finally beginning to happen. And with the King of Wands, I feel like they're finally becoming more action-oriented, whereas they were stuck in this stagnant state for a long time. Yeah, with the 7 of Wands, this is someone who, like, is determined to hold on to you energetically, who doesn't want to let you go, even though they had this whole life that they were trying to present as though they were really happy and really successful or in a loving relationship or whatever it was. I feel this person may be in the public eye or their public image is really important to them. But what I'm getting is that while they've been presenting that on the surface, they've also been stubbornly holding on, like clinging on to your energy. And you've been guided on your end to release that heaviness. Yeah, I feel like you reached a point, I'm hearing time's up, where it felt like you were no longer willing to wait and you began to open your heart to new connections or new experiences in love. And now it's as though this person is still like strongly holding on to your energy. And that's why they're popping back up in your mind. Because A, they are still stubbornly holding on to you, but B, they're also really beginning to make these positive shifts and changes in their life, even though it's happened on such a delayed timeline. And what I get with the Knight of Pentacles, I see this connecting with that new kind of romantic energy that you've been attracting in. And I want to talk more about that as well. But first of all, if this is resonating for you and you would like to reconnect with this person, but in their highest self form, I recommend checking out my highest self, manifest their highest self, Subliminal. This comes from my Sound and Soulful Subliminal Meditation app. So this will help you to shift your energy in a way that draws out the very best from this person and helps things to move forward and progress in positive ways between the two of you, essentially by you holding the space energetically for that higher version of themselves. You can try it out free when you create a free trial account in my Subliminals app, and the link to get the app and get started is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. But you're coming up here as the High Priestess. So the first message coming through is trust yourself and don't allow anyone to gaslight you out of your intuition. Because there is something about, even though this person is making these positive changes and shifts in their life, they may still try to come back into your life prematurely. So they may still show up half-baked, so to speak, where they come into your life and they're telling you that they've changed everything or that they're really motivated now or that they're changing their whole life, but your intuition will know whether or not that is true. So trust your gut, trust your intuition when it comes to this person. But I want to know more about this new romantic energy that you've been generally attracting and or connecting with, because I feel that this is something that's almost like so beautiful and so fulfilling, so high vibrational that it's almost felt a bit overwhelming at times. It's as though your system has had to adjust to being so loved and so cared for. And I know that sounds really strange, but it's like you are not accustomed to being treated so beautifully and to be nurtured so deeply and to be shown so much support and loyalty. And so there is an adjustment phase, even for good things that come into our lives. And I feel that part of what we are going to be learning moving into this next phase of our evolution is that even good things come with an adjustment phase, because you have to teach yourself and your energy that a good thing is safe for you and that you can feel comfortable and relaxed receiving. That's healing the receiving energy, especially if you are a divine feminine here, which I get that many of you are. But yeah, what I'm getting is that there's something about you finally reaching the light at the end of a tunnel, especially when it comes to your romantic life, where you are finally allowing in this level of care and devotion and passion and love that your system was never really prepared to hold in the past. And for some of you, I'm getting that you've literally been doing things even physically to prepare to hold this very high level romantic energy. So for example, like stretching, massage, Reiki, energy clearing, movement, exercise, nourishing yourself in certain ways. I just feel like there are ways that you've literally been like stretching and expanding and opening like even your physical body in a way that has been preparing you even on a physical level to receive and to hold the super high frequency energy that you are now adjusting to in your love life. I feel that with the Page of Wands, whoever this collective is, you're also going to be receiving some kind of good news, which I feel is going to come in the form of communication that you've been waiting for. But this feels like it comes after a time where you thought something was completely over. It's like you completely surrendered it. You thought that it was completely stagnant and stuck. And then suddenly you get good news about it. That's what I'm picking up on here. Like suddenly there's this light at the end of the tunnel moment. This could be in your personal life. This also could be related to a specific person that you thought things were over with, who suddenly comes back into your life. So take that however it resonates. Yeah, the sense I get is like right where you feel like you failed or a connection has failed. That's exactly when the vision you had all along pays off. It's almost like it pushes you to this point where all you can do is surrender because it feels like it's over or it feels like it's completely stuck and there's no way that you can think of to solve it. And then suddenly it breaks through and starts taking off or growing exponentially or paying off. I mean, this could be when it comes to your work, career, finances, but also could be relating again to some person coming back into your life after feeling like things were completely over with that person. So in either case, this is such a positive message to be getting in this reading. And I am going to go ahead and close things here for now. But if this did resonate for you, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss new readings that I do here on a daily basis through 2026. By the way, happy 2026. This will be my first reading posted in the new year, at least in Eastern Standard Time, although I know many of you are tuning in from all over the world. So I'm wishing you a happy new year, a beautiful day. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, check out my channeled music on Spotify. And of course, you can also download my Sound and Soulful Subliminal Meditation app to shift your energy and manifest in your life. And all of those tools, resources, and links are below in the description box of this video. Otherwise, I am sending you huge amounts of love. Have an amazing day, and I will connect with you here again in the next